Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Come join the family if you have not already hit that subscribe button, especially the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Help out the channel if you've been rolling with me for a while and have learned anything by simply continue to like, don't fall for spam in the comment section, and most importantly this year is share my page with your friends, family, and loved ones. So we're going to talk about what's coming up starting tomorrow with CPI. And then we're going to talk about two plays that I actually gave you guys a lot of information on yesterday's video. I'm going to leave that video in this box. I want you to watch it because you need information. With information comes money, right? Let's talk about CPI first. CPI, Consumer Price Index, will be tomorrow. I haven't checked, but generally that report comes out at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, a.m. So that's 7:30 here in my area. And I will try, as always, to come live with the CPI numbers. And listen, it's almost like clockwork, okay? We're expecting this one to show that inflation is slowing down, okay? Now, there's a difference in slowing down and falling. So a lot of people think inflation has been showing signs that it's falling. It's been showing signs that it has been slowing, right? Not necessarily falling, which is still good enough. And so if it continues to fall, meaning the CPI numbers show that inflation is continuing to slow down, then the market will react positively on Thursday, which is tomorrow, okay? That's what we will see. You know, a lot of talking heads will say, hey, it's going to be this. Hey, it's going to be that. We don't know until the data comes out. And so we talk about ways to make money, right? We talk about buying the TQQQ, T as in tall, just psychology. So you can actually buy that, which is a triple leverage play. You could buy that, or you can do a call option on the TQQQ and make money if you think that inflation has slowed down and we're going to have a good report. If you think inflation or the CPI number is going to come high, then you could simply buy, you should have already bought, SQQQ, S for short, all right? Just mental notes that I make, right? Or you can do a put option for those of you that are doing options, okay? And so these are ways to do options other than doing, the VIX or the SPY, right? And so there's many ways to play options, and I'm going to show you one that some of you took advantage of on yesterday. So we're looking for the CPI Consumer Price Index numbers to come out tomorrow, right? So I can shoot you guys with a lot of data, what it was last month and the month prior and the quarter prior. You know, we just needed to come in lighter. That's it. We need to show continual slowdown with inflation. The Fed needs to see is all of the increase in interest rates and quantitative tightening is working. Now, I, for one, believe that the Fed is behind when he reads his data, and a lot of other talking heads think the same way. Excuse me, I'm trying to get used to these new chairs. And that inflation is actually slowing at a faster rate than he believes. Now, the Fed is using a tool that's in his toolbox that most don't really pay attention to, and that's simply talking hawkish. So that is one of the tools in the toolbox that the Fed has. So you guys know how it goes with the CPI numbers come out, right? But you also know that the first FOMC meeting, which will be February 1st, the longer he talks, the more jittery the market gets. So you guys know every CPI I come live and the markets seem to be green most of the time. Not saying that's what's going to happen Thursday morning, tomorrow morning, but the markets always jumps up before he announced, right? And then the reality sets in, right? And so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be live and we're going to discuss it in real time tomorrow morning. Now, what happens after that? Friday, we have earnings that start. I believe Taiwan Semiconductor starts, so chips going to start, but most importantly, banks. And what are banks Banks are financials. What are financials? It's a whole sector, okay? And a lot of banks have not done well in 2020 as the market comes down, but will do better once the recession, the deeper recession starts. We are already in a recession. That is my take. I believe that in 2023, this year, they will announce that we are in a recession, and I believe that they will finally tell the truth and announce we've been in a recession since January of 2021. That is my prediction, okay? So now let's get into some of the plays that I gave you guys on yesterday, and we'll discuss. Yesterday, I played a video. I want everybody to watch the video in the box that's going to come at the end here. I'll also leave a link. Let's go to, for those of you that saw it, leave me a comment. I talked about United Healthcare, and I played the video where she said, the young lady from, I call her young lady, the lady from CNBC that said she was expecting them to have good earnings, and that I believe it was 150% she made on United Healthcare in 2021 as the market was falling, right? And I said, hey, this video, there's a lot of gems. You can go back and watch the video. I said there's a lot of gems where you guys can make money. As you could see, United Healthcare from yesterday to today is actually up. So you would have made money just buying the stock or doing options, right? So that was one of the plays that you could have been in. And let's see what the CPI number is doing to see, if we're truly profitable. Remember, if you don't know about options, don't try it. If you don't know about options, don't try it. All right? So listen, this was another one we talked about on yesterday's video, right? GE Healthcare. GE is older than anybody listening to me right now. It's General Electric. They got into healthcare. Well-managed company. I mean, old as Methuselah, which General Electric is, and they have cash. All right. So just look at it. And then the PE of GE, the PE of GEHC is very fair. I believe that this will be a value play, but it's also a defensive stock that you buy during a recession. Healthcare generally does well. So let's look at what happened. Actually, at the height, this is just today alone. At the height, it was up almost 10% today. And had you bought a little of it yesterday, you would be up 11% already, 12%, right? And so that is GE Healthcare. So now let's go back to this stock that we discussed on yesterday, right? So this is an options. This is options, right? And for those of you that do options, you could see that had you bought an option yesterday, you could see the date, the call date, right? January 23rd. If you'd have bought it yesterday, you would have been up 92% today. All right. And so that's why I always say we don't need more money. We need more information. Information will get you money. And so I'm never going to be the guy that say, buy this, this is hot, load up, load up, load up. No, I'm telling you, I'm giving you all the information so you can go and make a educated decision on your place. So why did it go up today? Let's look at this. All right. Here's what happens. I just pulled this up. It came up actually in an article. Why GE Healthcare Technologies surged higher today. Look at what happened. General Electric spinoff, GE. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Shares were up 8.6% by 11:30 a.m. Remember, this is Eastern Standard Time, New York. All right. Moves came after the market digested its pre-announced preliminary fourth quarter and full year earnings, as well as its initial outlook for 2023. Look at this. According to release, organic fourth quarter's revenue growth will be a whopping 12%. Meanwhile, adjusted earnings before interest, we call that EBITDA, will come in above 2.6 billion forecast on the Investors Day in December. All right. And so that is why you got a great company that's been around forever and a day that is getting into a space that generally performs well during a recession. I want you to watch the video yesterday because she does a great job of explaining or suggesting why she thinks it's such a great company to be in right now. And I am up in it. And if you bought it when I talked about it, you got it at the same price that I have. All right. And so even if you didn't, you're up about 9% right now, even if you bought it this morning. OK, so, hey, good people, I want you guys to do a couple of things for me. All right. Number one, this is the season to share my page, and not just because it's my page, because you guys know I like to bring information even through other influencers. And I'm going to keep trying to bring you the best in information so we could, as a family, continue to make money. I appreciate your positive comments, but more than your comments, it's time to share with your family so they're not behind the ball when we get to the next bull market. 2023 will be a year to accumulate with stocks and crypto. It will be an accumulation stage. And what happens is those of us that's been accumulating, when these PEs get hammered, when these earnings get hammered, and we go in while other people are dumping, when we're accumulating in crypto because we're in accumulation stage before the halving comes in crypto, we will win. But please share this information. Even if it's not this page, share the information with your family. And don't think they can't digest it, especially the younger generation. Share it with your kids right now because society is showing them how to get in debt. All right. So I want you guys to download the 2 top links below. Today is Webull Wednesday. Webull is where you could set it and forget it. You can take your top 5 your top 5 stock, and you could say, I want to buy $5 a day. I want to buy $10 a day. You can do that, set it one time and forget it. Plus, by depositing $100, you can get 12 free stock. So this is Webull Wednesday. And then you guys know the link below that. I also want you to download it. You're going to get free stock by depositing $100 minimum. All right. That's where we're cashing up in Moo. Right. Let me know if anything I've said or suggested has helped you. And for those of you that will, let me know if you're sharing with your friends and family now, because you don't want to just be wealthy. You want your friends and family wealthy so they don't ask you for money. Live, love, laugh, learn, and earn.